I originally wanted to buy this car because I saw a older like 50s Ranchero on an image from a old 70s movie, and it was all about, it basically had like all this like film stuff rigged to it, and it looked really cool. And me working in the industry, I thought it'd be really cool to have a car that would be, I could do that with, and also just have as a better car. My little sedan I have currently can't hold a lot of shit. This can hold a ton of stuff. So decided the Ranchero was probably the car I wanted, and having the Mustang already, I was familiar with the platform. So it became the car I was looking for. I started searching Facebook Marketplace for it, and I found a few that were like all junked, and some older ones that were like smaller. And the older Rancheros are much smaller cabs and smaller beds, and that's what I was looking for. I was looking for one of those originally. And I came across this one, a 1969, which is a much longer, bigger car than the other cars I had already been looking at. And I decided, and it was so cheap, and it looked like it had a great engine in it, and it looked like it had a great, you know, it had an okay paint job at least. And I decided to go look at it.
And there's the man of the hour, the man of the hour.
So we're going to go see a Ford Ranchero 1969. It is a, we don't know what it looks like. It's white, like all white. Like someone,
Yeah, we can put pictures up of it. Yeah.
Someone took the idea of Murdered Out and did the opposite of that.
The white version of it.
The white version of it. So everything's white. Buying it to either flip it and or to maybe just keep it and drive it every day and sell my nice Mercedes to buy a Ranchero.
The Mercedes we're driving currently.
It has engine trouble. So as far as the guys told me, it had a cracked manifold. The manifold was replaced, and now it still doesn't run right. So
it's not a manifold issue, that's what we know.
It could be. It just could be the carburetor. Once the manifold was replaced, it was so adjusted wrong for the vacuum leak in the thing that now it's running really lean or rich.
I didn't
or
think
something.
about that.
Really ugly roll bars and some ripped seats, and the dash is really fucked.
Obviously, we'll get shots of all this stuff when we're there.
Yeah, and also be pictures. Like we'll have pictures of all of it. As long as it looks how it looks, if it's exactly how it says in the ad, it's worth $5,000.
Okay.
By far.
I think $5,000's a great deal for this off the bat. Yeah.
So the whole thing is, it also has an automatic, but it was originally a manual car. So the clutch pedal was actually just hanging there, like wobbling.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, we love manual transmissions, but not everybody loves manual transmissions. I also have to get this car paint corrected before I sell it.
There's a lot to do. We got a lot to do.
Oh, I have a ton to do. I also think this car's smog too, because it's smogged. It needs to get smogged pretty bad. Meanwhile, there's a cop next to me. Hey, you can smog my car.
Mr. Policeman.
There he is. Wait, he's already right here. So let's just Actually, I'm just gonna park up here.
There's the Ranchero. What are you looking at, Sam?
Look at the rear end.
Those leaf springs.
Yep. It's got a good exhaust system on it. That's nice. The guy was really cool. He seemed like he didn't know a lot about the car. He's more of a Chevy guy than a Ford guy. So he was really confused. He told us that when he had the engine had some, there was like some coolant in the engine or something, in the oil, and they changed the intake manifold because they thought that was the issue. So me and Ben decided that it would be a good thing to try to start it. So the guy went and got a battery from his garage, from his other car, and we put the battery on the car and cranked her over. She cranked over just fine. It sounded good, to be honest. It sounded awesome. We just cranked it over, and we were super excited because the car cranked over, you know, and it fired once. So you felt like there's like almost no oil even in it.
Yeah, there's oil. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, give it to it.
Oh, you know what?
Your spring's off.
You gotta throttle it. Yeah, I didn't hook up the...
I'll do the throttle, don't worry.
Okay.
You ready? Yep.
All right.
Woo! Woo! You good?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got your eyebrows still? All your hair is singed.
Oh, that fucking sucks. Well, how are you gonna
It's all like all the edges are ripped up.
Yeah. Well,
You don't got a date today, do you?
I guess I'm gonna go get a
If you
haircut.
want, I'll give you $20 off for a new haircut.
We're firing it off, trying to get it. And I started it, and I made the huge mistake and the beginner mistake of looking down the carburetor and trying to start the car. And all of a sudden, a huge fireball came out the carburetor, a big backfire, and popped right in my face. And I didn't know it at the time in that second because I was really worried about the carburetor was now sitting there on fire. But my hair was also on fire and didn't know it. It all got put out pretty quickly. And then it told me that basically the car had a timing issue, because there's no way for it to backfire out like that unless there's something up with the timing of so on and so forth. So we kind of were pretty confident and we knew what was wrong with the car.
I am really
You know what I mean?
I am really interested.
I'm not trying to burn nobody. I'm not.
Oh, I know you, and dude, I can tell you're honest.
Yeah, dude.
It's in my house somewhere. But I looked for about a half hour before you guys came, and I couldn't find it for whatever reason. But like I said, it's in my name. It's my car.
Yep.
There's a AAA right 2 blocks over. I'll
Yeah.
go with a person, do
We
title transfer
yeah, we
right
run
there.
up a bill of sale and do
Yeah.
title transfer and all that. It's what he said it was.
It's exactly it. And honestly,
It's a really nice car.
he seems like a really straight up dude. Like he's not bullshitting.
He's not
anything.
bullshitting shit. He's not trying to scheme us for money or something.
How bad is this? It's pretty bad.
It's not as bad anymore. I need a brush. Do I have a brush in this car? Dude, I fucked up. I still have my eyebrows. That's the
Dude,
important
that's
part.
what I said. I was like,
No, I immediately, when I felt this, I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh fuck.
Well, that's what immediately after it happened, I said, you still got your eyebrows.
It hit me
And
right in
then-
the face.
Yeah, oh yeah. And then I'm just glad he started laughing because I wanted to laugh.
No, I would have
but
been laughing. Don't worry. No. It was funny. It was just
Oh man.
surprising.
Yeah.
I think it's in good condition.
Yeah.
The question is, do I think, okay, so the engine is in worse for wear than I thought it was going to
The
be.
engine is not in great shape.
No, I have to pull the engine.
Yeah.
I at least have to
Yeah.
pull it. He says, just flush the oil and fucking, do that. No. That shit needs to be pulled.
Well, and honestly,
The top end at least needs to come off the car.
I would also install a brand new radiator before you even try to run it, because either way, no matter how many times you flush that, flakes are going to be in the coolant. Do you think hypothetically you can replace the radiator, flush the oil, and it would run? And get the timing right, obviously.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so then
I
why
mean,
are you saying you
the
need to
only
pull the
problem I
engine?
could see, the only thing I could see is if there was water in the engine, it ran at all for any period of time,
Mm-hmm.
then the biggest problem could be that there is now a bearing that could be going bad, and then all of a sudden the bearing just decides to go.
Shoot through the engine in the middle of a drive.
Well, no, we would hear it way before it happened. Like you would,
Well,
it would start to show signs very early.
And we'll see on the videos earlier, like it didn't. There's no knocking happening in the engine.
No, there's not. It seems to be running fine. The starter seems to be healthy. It seems to be engaging.
But it is such a red flag to hear. Oh, at one point there was water in the engine.
Well, that's what he said. He said there's not anymore. The
at one
oil is not
point-
milky. The oil is not milky.
But at
So-
one point there was, and that is a
That's
red
scary.
flag for possible problems down the road. Because even if you get it running now, you still are going to have to take
you
it
don't
apart.
know
at
what was
one point.
damaged. You don't know what was damaged during that point in
Exactly.
time.
That allowed water in.
Underside, beautiful. Body, great. There's
Yeah.
very little.
Like,
I don't know if you saw me. I was carrying the magnet around.
yeah.
I tested the whole car. There's very little, if any, Bondo in the car. There's one little spot I saw. I found some, but it's nothing crazy.
But honestly, you're right. You can fix the engine, fix the interior, and you're good for a while.
And the worst comes to the problem it would be is if it needed like a head or like an engine. That's why the project becomes a money pit. Is if it end up getting it together and it needs. Oh, and if I'm buying a T5 for it. For 12
Yeah, right. So if you're making it your daily, you're maybe coming out making like $1,000. So would you purchase the car today for a flip? Yeah, it's a very simple answer.
I'm gonna say it's hard, dude. I don't know because I found I think I have to paint it.
Yeah, you do
I think
have
the
to
flip it.
for flip it. I think you're right.
the flip it. I have to paint it.
And then you have to know if you can make $15,000 out of it.
So, and how understanding that it's not running, and understanding that the coolant system and the fuel system needs to be addressed, and all that, and the car needs to be tuned and all that.
The car needs to get towed home. Let's get this right. Car needs to get towed home.
Well, okay. So you've got to arrange to get it towed home from 2 hours away.
Yes.
So
if we get towards the paint / interior / like certain decisions on the car, that's then when we decide. I have to decide whether I want to keep the car or not.
Well, and I agree with both you guys. I think this is like you go all in and you commit to making a really nice build, and you'll make good money off of
If
that.
we decide to do that,
Right,
and if not, I'll just keep it and
you just have fun with it at that point.
We left that day. We talked about it. We decided that, yeah, I think it's a good choice. And I went and got a haircut. And we came back the next day with cash for the car. And we went and bought the car.
All right, good morning.
Good
Sam.
morning.
Where
I
does
got a haircut.
Sam got a